What is my part? So when I wrote Space Fighters on Prom Day, I wrote an action adventure romance novel called Space Fighters on Prom Day. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's crazy. It's my love for science fiction, action adventure, and actually there's a whole bunch of spiritual stuff in there, right? So when I first wrote it, it was bad. I mean, it was like really bad, right? I would share a chapter. In the first chapter, I introduced like 20 characters in the first chapter, and people would read it and like, I can't track all these people, right? And but that was one part. So there was the whole learning of how to write things. The other part that I hadn't really embraced was me being me, right? So I wrote this part and I was like, oh, I don't know if this part is too much. I don't know if this is too much. I don't know. Is there too much spiritual? Is there too much action adventure? Is there too much rudeness? Is it too crazy? And fortunately, the readers that I had would be like, oh no, we like that. That's we've never read that before. Oh no, this is good. So what I did was I learned and I took the risk every time to really be me. So that is really what the opportunity that we all do, right? In whatever conversations we have, with whatever actions, whatever business we create, however we interact, we have, I call it like a meter. And it's sort of like a safe meter. So this is the meter, it's a gauge, right? And it can go like this, all the way over here, all the way to here, right? So this is 100% me, right? 100% me can be a little scary because if I show 100% me and you don't like it, then you really don't like me, right? So what we do often in art, in conversations, in whatever we're doing, we find the safe zone that we call it, right? So I'm going to be this much me, right? Because I'm thinking this much me is sort of resonates with this much you, and everyone sort of accepts this much. So I'm just going to do this. But what happens is we kind of become blah because we're all the same. We're all doing that okay, acceptable parameter type thing, right? And we don't want Bruce Springsteen to be like Billy Joel. We don't want Oprah to be like Wayne Dwyer or Eckhart Tolle. We want them to be them and really, and sure, sometimes we don't resonate, right? I mean, there's punk bands that I never listened to. And Stephen King books, obviously, honestly, I've only read like half of a Stephen King book because I really don't like really scary stuff. Stephen King doesn't care. He's okay that he doesn't have me as a follower, right? And all of his, and if he dumbed it down or tried to do it different, he'd probably lose all his people, right? Because he wasn't being him. So the opportunity that we have is to be a little bit courageous and to find our true cheerleaders and people that recognize who we are. So then we get the feedback that says, yes, keep going. You're on the right track. I like you. It doesn't matter what your parents said or the religious organization you grew up in or the cultural norms of who you are, right? That's what we're all growing out of. That's what keeps us in the blah zone, right? The safety zone. And the true friends and the heart friends are like, I like that deep wisdom. I like that wackiness. I like that creative side. I never would have thought of cooking pasta with this or whatever, and the creativity in the kitchen or the garden or the business.